Nail this part in your marketing and it will crush. Ignore it and you'll struggle to convert. Hey, this is Svet, the Copywriting Titan, and in today's Titan training, I'm going to be talking about the most important part of marketing. This is the first episode of Titan training, and it's also the most important. So stick around, it's going to be a lot of fun. Since 2018, my copy has generated more than 18,000 in sales in niches from fitness to travel and from survival to health. And a lot of that revenue has been thanks to one single thing. This thing isn't a certain phrase, it's not a particular template or even a headline structure. This one thing is called the big idea. And if you follow the tips I'm going to share in this short 10-15 minute video on how to come up with big ideas, you might be able to craft marketing campaigns that perform 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, and maybe even 10 times better than your current ones. All right, excited, right? So, a big idea might sound obvious to some, but many business owners and marketers miss the mark. So, let's first define what a big idea is. A big idea makes your offer stand out from the rest. It's something no one's ever heard of or used before in their marketing. For example, around 10 years ago, the weight loss industry was disrupted by a big idea that promised people could indulge in chocolate while still shedding pounds. And you might remember this concept, which was marketing as a diet revolution, right? It capitalized on the growing popularity of dark chocolate and its potential health benefits. And proponents claim that certain compounds in dark chocolate, such as flavonoids and antioxidants, could boost your metabolism, curb cravings, and even aid in weight loss when consumed in moderation as part of a balanced diet. Well, while nutritionists and medical experts met these claims with skepticism, it was very appealing to, say, having your cake and eating it too, right? It resonated with millions of customers. And this resulted in a lot of sales of specialized chocolate products and diet plans promising guilt-free indulgence. And I bet who came up with that idea made a lot of money. However, if you try this big idea today, it won't work well. Why? Well, because it's not big anymore, it's not new, and it's not disruptive, which means it won't have the same or even similar results. Now, the question is, can you write copy? Can you create marketing campaigns without a big idea? Of course, you can. Many marketers and entrepreneurs and copywriters make sales without a game changing concept. However, they will never hit a true marketing home run, which means an offer generating 8 or more figures in sales. That's why the big idea is so important. And what takes a campaign from so-so to stratospheric success. Solid copy can obviously move the needle, but a disruptive concept is the catalyst for those once in a blue moon blockbuster launches that captivate the masses. All right. Now I'm going to focus on how you can understand the big idea better because you're probably still scratching your head and it's like, what is this big idea still? Okay. Before that, I want to show you something that will help you understand it better. This is from Evaldo Albuquerque's book, which is called The 16-Word Sales Letter. Now, if you haven't heard of Evaldo, he's one of the most successful non-native English-speaking copywriters in the world. And in that regard, one of the best VSL writers in the world, Fran Rengel, called me the Next Evaldo Albuquerque in 2022 when I was part of his elite VSL internship. So in some ways, you should listen to both Evaldo and me. But for the next few minutes, we will focus on Evaldo's wisdom. So before he started writing, crafting home runs after home runs for various campaigns, his success ratio was just 20 to 30%, which is quite good for most copywriters. However, after he began following his 16-word sales method, the success ratio skyrocketed to 60 to 80%, which if you've been in marketing for a few years, you would understand that's like sky high, even for the world's top copywriters. All right. So what is this 16-word method? Let's take a look at an excerpt from his book. He's saying the secret to converting copy is to define the one belief, then answer these 10 questions. That's it. I'll make it even easier for you to remember. Just 4 words, one belief, 10 questions. The one belief will not only help you judge the strength of your blah blah blah. So, as you can see from this image, we have to make the reader believe in the one belief. And Evaldo's formula is the following. This new opportunity is the key to their desire, and it's only attainable through my new mechanism. And here's what Evaldo means by that. The single most important thing you can do when you write a sales letter is to make the reader believe that, as I already said it, this new opportunity is the key to their desire, and it's only attainable through my new mechanism. This is your mission, and you should write it down. In other words, this one belief is the big idea of your campaign. And when you focus on the one big idea, you get rid of everything else that's not important. And this big idea actually drives your sales or marketing copy. It doesn't matter if it's a sales letter, an email, an advertorial, or a Facebook ad. And the 10 questions Evaldo mentioned earlier, they add a ton of emotions to your copy. The good thing about them is that they never ever change, but they supplement the big idea. Let's take a look at those questions from his book. The first one is, how is it different from everything else I've seen? The second one is, what's in it for me? The third one, how do I know this is real? Number 4, what's holding me back? Number 5, who or what is to blame? Number 6, why now? This is very important. Number 7 is, why should I trust you? Number 8, how does it work? Question number 9, how can I get started? And then number 10, what do I have to lose? As you can see, these are pretty basic, but extremely important questions. Okay, enough with the theory. Now let's focus on examples of high converting big ideas. A few years ago, I had to rewrite a sales letter for a video course on alleviating back pain. The previous sales letter focused on a specific technique called Kratos that was the only way to deal with back pain. It wasn't a bad idea, but it was too complicated to follow. So I came up with a big idea for the new sales letter while reading James Clear's Atomic Habits. If you have read that book, it's amazing. So in one of the chapters, James Clear talks about how you can get better by 1% daily, and at the end of the year, you'll be 30 times better, 37 times, just by increasing your improvement by 1% daily. Crazy, right? So how did I connect this idea to the back pain product? Well, here's how. Here's an excerpt from the VSL that I wrote. What starts as a small win accumulates into something gigantic. You might be wondering, what does this have to do with back pain? Name redacted. Well, if you're facing severe discomfort while watching this video right now, it might be hard to imagine doing long sets of exercises or 30 minutes of stretching every day, right? These people are in pain. They're in a lot of back pain. That's why I've broken down the 3R techniques into dozens of quick yet effective 10-second exercises. Yep, you heard it right. Just 10 seconds, that's it. Because these exercises are so quick and simple, you can start with just a couple and you can slowly increase their number. In other words, you'll be getting 1% better every day. As you can see, here's how I connected it. The same way a snowball becomes bigger and bigger when rolling, your back will get better and stronger with every exercise. Great, right? Great copy. I'm very happy to read it, and it was actually a few years ago. But this is how I connected this 1% to here, and while people are in back pain, they can still do 10-second exercise, right? This was very important. And it will be very hard then to imagine doing sets of long exercises like 30 minutes of stretching every day, right? Okay, Do you see how simple to follow and understand this big idea is? That's how your big ideas should look and sound. And this new big idea beat the previous control and made 20% more sales, which is a big profit bump for an 8-figure brand, which is, I think, already a 9-figure brand right now. So let's take a look at another example to really drive this point home. Let's say I was hired to rewrite the sales page for a supplement company selling a new joint health formula. The page, for example, can highlight the ingredients, it can tout the benefits of improved flexibility and reduced inflammation, and can make usual promises you'd expect. Not a bad offer, right? But nothing too groundbreaking either. So sales are decent, but nothing spectacular. So that's why they're hiring me to come up with a big idea that would revitalize their offer. And instead of just listing the ingredients, I will position the supplement as the liquid repair crew. I have bolded this part because it's very important. And this crew or this supplement goes to work overnight, flushing out built up gunk and lubricating uh, the person's joints while they're sleeping. Suddenly, the product has an attention grabbing story that customers can visualize. And this is extremely important. I'm going to underline this because it's just not another joint peel. It's a team of hardworking repair crews getting to work on the person's body and hinges after clocking out for the day. This is a fresh new concept and it will resonate much more powerfully and create real demand. And most probably, this new idea will crush the old control and significantly increase the company's profits. Obviously, this is an imaginary situation. I haven't done this, but I just came up with it before this video and I wanted to share it because you can see how this sounded like a very regular supplement. And I just named this a liquid repair crew. And I used a very visual comparison, and this might boost the sales by a lot. Um, as you can see, as I mentioned, the first version was just okay, fair offer, but nothing special. With this, I can capture people's imagination and build urgency around the unique nighttime repair benefits. And that's the difference a great concept can make. Now, how to come up with strong, big ideas? 5 questions you should answer. What is a deep seated want or problem my target audience is struggling with? This is number one. The second one is how can I position my product as the fresh new solution in a way no one else has done before? As you saw, I did it with the liquid repair crew here. Let's bold this. What vivid analogy, story, or mental picture, I missed the comma here, can I paint to make my big idea more tangible and desirable? And as you can see, this was the visual thing about the liquid repair crew. They're going to work. It's like an army of hardworking repair crews going to work. So this was the vivid analogy. Does my big idea make my offer stand out compared to the competition? Yes, that's how it's making this supplement stand out from all the other regular supplements that are just saying, hey, buy my supplement because it helps you repair your joints. But here it's this liquid repair crew that's actually doing the work. And then, am I consistently driving home the big idea across all my messaging to create a feeling of urgency and exclusivity? Answering these 5 questions will help you create a high converting big idea that will sell more of your product or service. And now you might be wondering, does this big idea thing apply only to sales letters and other forms of long copy? As you can see here, the answer is no. And I'm going to answer that in a second. But if you're enjoying this video, drop me a follow and subscribe to my channel. All right. Yes, you can apply it to ads and emails. And there, the direct response marketing people call it the hook. So if you want your ad or email to crush, you have to improve your hooks. Well, that wraps my video for today. Now you know how to come up with the most important element of copy and marketing. That's the big idea. And you're ready to start printing money, right? So if you have any questions, drop them below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, I will see you next time. Cheers and be legendary.